Hello, I'm Carl and welcome to Festool TV. In this video I will be showing you how to prepare the MFK 700 EQB for edging and the system accessories for the CONTURO KA65. The MFK 700 EQB is specially designed for the trimming of edging, specifically where a round over is required or the edging has been applied to a beveled edge. There are 4 round over cutters available to suit the thickness of edging. 1, 1.5, 2 and 3mm radius. Each cutter has a cutting blade that can be rotated 4 times, meaning the cutters have the life of 4 standard cutters and you only need to replace the blade, not the whole cutter, when all 4 sides have been used. The other cutter is the plain cutter, and this is used for both timber and plastic edging when trimming edging applied to a beveled edge. To trim this 2mm edging, I will use the corresponding 2mm radius cutter. To load the cutter into the MFK 700 EQB, remove the base of the router with this screw. Using the supplied spanner, loosen the collet by pressing the spindle lock here. Insert the cutter into the collet up to the K mark on the shank and tighten the collet. Before you reattach the base, remove the green bearing brake with this wing screw. Reattach the base to the rotor and tighten using the same screw. Loosen the base locking screws on the rotor base, the large handle here and the small screw here. Adjust the fine adjustment wheel until the correct depth is set. Tighten the 2 base locking screws. And reinstall the green bearing brake to sit against the bearing on the cutter. The bearing brake stops the bearing rotating when routing, eliminating the need for rework of routing marks. The router should then be ready to use. Fine adjustment to the depth can be made by loosening the 2 locking screws and using the fine adjustment wheel. Routing a test piece before applying the router to the finished product is an advisable step to take at this point. The plain cutter installation follows the same method of installation but is used without the green bearing brake. Connect the router to your extractor. Working from left to right, simply pass the router over the glued edging to obtain the perfect edge. To assist with achieving the perfect edge, the CONTURO KA65 Accessory Sustainer is also available. The sustainer contains the KP65-2 trimming device, the KSP KA65 edging holder, scraper, and additional roller for completing radius work, all of which have been demonstrated on previous videos. Also included in the Sustainer are the hand sanding block, which can be used with the sanding paper for corner blending and rework. The hand sanding block can also be used with the Fly sanding cloth for colour blending, where the routing process has left white marks on the edging. To polish high gloss edging, the polishing pad and the polishing compound can be used to remove any small scratch marks. A scratch protection base runner with 3 spare felts can also be installed to the support base for the use when edging gloss boards. You have now seen how to select the correct cutters and how to set up the MFK 700 EQB to route the edge and the further system accessories available to complete the perfect edge CONTURO system from Festool. In the next video, we will look at stationary work with the CONTURO KA65 and workpiece clamping. I'm Carl and thank you for watching Festool TV.